Thanks, Reyes. Good morning. It is 7 o'clock on the dot. Bus drivers are willing to give you $15,000 if you can help find an assault suspect. The Drivers Union and Transit Police want you to find this man. He is accused of punching a driver at Surrey Central Station and stealing his glasses. The driver says the suspect had been cursing and singing to his music prior to the conflict. The alleged assault happened Monday night at 11 o'clock.
We're actually developing a messaging campaign for 2014 to prevent assaults against transit operators. There seems to be a commitment at both levels, the police and Coast Mountain Bus Company, to put a stop to this. And working in conjunction with the three of them, we're going to begin messaging this year on trying to prevent future assaults.
The suspect is Caucasian, in his 30s, with black hair and a short beard, 5'6" to 5'8", and 160 pounds. He was wearing a white tracksuit with black trim, black gloves, and a black toque. A man is under arrest for allegedly assaulting two girls outside a Vancouver school. The 43-year-old allegedly attacked a pair of 11-year-olds outside of Strathcona Elementary on Thursday afternoon. The incident escalated when the suspect allegedly argued with the girls over the ownership of their backpacks. The man was identified after police went public asking for tips. An overwhelming amount of financial support is coming in from around the world for a Victoria family dealing with an unimaginable situation. Dylan Benson's pregnant wife, Robin, was declared brain dead after suffering a cerebral hemorrhage in December. She was 22 weeks pregnant at the time. Robin's body is being kept alive at Victoria General Hospital until the baby can be delivered by C-section in a couple of weeks. Once the child is born, Robin will be taken off life support. An online fundraising drive was set up over the weekend with a goal of reaching $36,000. As of this morning, the total stands at more than $118,000. The provincial government plans to appeal a Supreme Court decision that found it had acted illegally in stripping the BC's Teachers Federation of its right to negotiate class size and composition. Education Minister Peter Fassbender says the judgment limits the ability of the province to set education policy and would cost taxpayers more than $1 billion. The chair of the Vancouver School Board says the appeal shows a lack of leadership and means more uncertainty over teachers' contracts and negotiations. People who rely on BC ferries are voicing their displeasure with upcoming cuts. A group of ferry users delivered hundreds of letters to the Premier's office at Canada Place. They're upset at planned sailing reductions, particularly on so-called minor routes. The coalition wants BC ferries consolidated under the province's highway system.
Ferry communities up and down our coast, all the way from Bella Coola to Haida Gwaii, right down to the Gulf Islands. Everybody is completely angry at this government. They've mismanaged the file.
The exact ferry cuts have yet to be determined, but the provincial government says $19 million in savings are needed. The first sailing reductions could come in April. Vancouver is getting some free planning advice from an independent panel looking at the Broadway Transit Corridor. Experts from the U.S. are here to look at land option use as well as station locations for a future rapid transit project. The trip was funded by the Washington-based Urban Land Institute Foundation. Local experts say their advice will help get a constructive discussion going on the much-needed rapid transit route.
We do tend to go at the high-rise model, but that gets a lot of pushback, particularly from neighborhoods like this. There's got to be a lot in between. In fact, there's got to be lots of variations, and I think, again, that's the real usefulness of this. What are the possibilities?
Coming up on 7:04, let's talk sports. Up to 500,000 people are expected to bundle up and line the streets of Seattle later this morning for a victory parade celebrating the Seahawks' very first Super Bowl win. The team arrived back home in Washington State on Monday, less than 24 hours after beating the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 48. Today's parade will start just south of Seattle Center at 11 a.m. Seattle's iconic Ride the Ducks vehicles will carry players, coaches, and other dignitaries and the Seagulls the entire length of the route. Following the parade, there are celebrations planned inside CenturyLink Field and Safeco Field. The way things are going for the Vancouver Canucks, it was unrealistic to think they might snap their slump in Boston, of all places.
Bruins come up with it. Here's a Gimlet quickly to center. Krejci on the right wing. He's got Lucic in front. There's the pass. Scores!
Ouch. Vancouver native Milan Lucic got things going for the Bruins with that early goal. The highlight for Canucks fans, the debut of Rafael Diaz. The blue liner scored a nice goal in his debut after being acquired in a trade from Montreal. But the Bees were too much for the undermanned Vancouver squad. Boston takes it 3-1. The Canucks have lost 5 straight games in regulation, the first time they've done that since '99.
I appreciate Louis saying that, but this is a team thing here that we're going through, and we'll go through it together. What do you think? We need another big offensive play. Danny has a chance to make that. I think we need another save from Louis. I think both teams are pretty much even in chances. We don't get 1 or 2 more big offensive plays, and we don't get 1 or 2 saves. They do.
And if you are a hockey fan, you're going to love what's coming. And that is a lot of hockey on television and multi-platforms next year. Rogers has unveiled its NHL programming for next season. More than 500 regular season games will be broadcast on 13 networks across the country, including this one right here, City. It will include up to 7 games every Saturday night and the entire Stanley Cup playoffs, of course. Rogers secured the national broadcast rights after signing a 12-year deal with the NHL worth $5.2 billion last November.
This partnership is about a vision for the future, a way to make the game more accessible than it's ever been before to more fans, and to take advantage of technologies that have emerged and will be emerging. It enables us to keep up, making it a possibility for fans to get what they want, when they want, how they want it.